really good comedy movies are not coming. Yeah, I am a sentimental person. I'm not Godfather who goes about taking revenges, but I stay away from such people.
He is a chartered accountant, runs a large CA firm, is the chairman of Tourism Finance Corporation and former chairman Bombay Stock Exchange and UTI Trust. He is an independent director on many company boards and on the advisory board of our foundation, Kindness Practice Foundation. Please welcome Mr. S Ravi, or as we fondly call him, Ravi sir.
It is an honor to be here.
Sir, I have heard about your journey on coming to a large city and building your organization and reputation. It must have been quite a struggle.
My journey started about 40 years ago, and I'm 36 years into my practice. So these 36 years, when I came to Delhi, I did not even know where I would come, what would I achieve. I took baby steps, as they would say, my goals, small steps to achieve this. But only thing that I embraced is knowledge. In our profession, the biggest challenge is the amount of statutes and rules that come in. You have to be on the top of the curve. And that is what I have sort of embraced. I have moved on. And that is the reason that, along with whatever I had to do, the most important thing was knowledge and keeping people together and keeping working with the clients and making them contented, being very honest to them as much as possible, and being truthful in the whole journey.
Sir, I have heard that you've had very, very large clients who are very well known and you've helped them with their mergers and other things. So it must have been extremely stressful to go through that entire thing.
So actually, as a professional, the stress, the stress is on the professional to a great extent, because you want to deliver, they want delivery, they want you to achieve whatever they want. Their aspirations have to be met, and that's the key to the whole success. You have to be resilient, and sometimes patience goes off. People are not very patient about many things, so you'll have to be at it, especially when we deal with family settlements. So it is a long journey, it's not a short journey. People lose their patience, confidence, and there are a lot of misgivings with each other, and from there we have to emerge and make them come together to a settlement. It's a task by itself.
Amidst all these busy roles and things that you do, how do you find time for your own health?
First of all, thanks to people like you, because, for example, that I met you 3 to 4 years ago, and I am following a very disciplined life. I never missed a morning walk, and in the board meetings, there was a tendency that you eat so much because you're given too many cup of coffees, the cashew nuts, and all that come in. You are in an environment where everything is before you. So I try to do is to have a discipline, and I'm very disciplined in my approach. My lunch time, my dinner time is fixed, and the last 5 7 years I've been on yoga. Every alternate day I walk, the other alternate day I do yoga. On Sunday I don't do anything. I try to relax and try to recoup my body. That is what I try to do. But disciplined life, my timing of my dinner and early dinner. I'm not the person who will have dinner at 9:30. Even if I have to go out somewhere, I'll have my dinner and go out.
This is an inspiration, sir, for all the leaders who say that our life is too busy to, work towards a disciplined structure. Amazing that you're doing each and everything that even I advise all my patients and clients who come to me, saying that, one day walk, one day yoga, eat your dinner early, eat on time. You're doing that, and you're so agile and so fresh and able to do so much work.
Yeah, there are too many social calls that come, but I avoid all of them. So that is another thing, because you cannot take everything together. You can't be a very social person. You cannot have discipline. It's a very, very tough mix of the two. To keep a balance between the two.
I love that fact that you said about not munching at board meetings, because usually we end up having so many calories with those cookies and cashews.
So that is a killer.
When we talk about our own health as connected to the health of the planet, can you tell us one or two things that we need to personally take responsibility for to make the world a better place?
Plantation. So whenever I see an empty space, I try to put plants. Even at my home, if you visit my home, you'll see a lot of greenery. What is happening in this era of construction? A lot of plants are destroyed. A lot of trees are destroyed. And I think if you put a tree today or plant today, it may take 100 years, 50 years for a tree to go. And the cycle is long in some species. So I think it's important that we all, try to do plantation as much as possible. Green cover is a very important aspect. The second thing that I would say is not wasting water. So even I'll give you an example. Uh, in most of the offices, you find plastic bottles. People drink half of it and leave half of it. What will you do with the other half of the water? It just goes into the kitchen sink and it is. So I tell people go and put it in the ground somewhere in the plant, somewhere where there is greenery. Don't waste it. Don't just let it go and through the sink. This is another thing because, and third, discard plastic bottles as much as possible. And also the fourth thing, follow the municipal corporation and the bio waste has to be segregated. And I think it's very important. People don't realize the importance of segregation of the waste. And the fifth thing which I don't like, and I have been sort of, I'm not taking, I don't take pan, but people who spit anywhere and everywhere. You see buses, you see the corridors, you go to some offices, you will see all pan across. How unhealthy environment are we creating? Keeping the public place clean is also our paramount duty. And you've seen what happened in COVID. So small things and how people have landed up in major in this epidemic. People lost their lives because people did not have clean habits. And I think that is very important to have clean habits and propagate clean habits also.
That was wonderful, sir. These, if people start adapting to these habits, then definitely we are going to have a greener earth, and it also increases oxygen levels. Right now, with all of us battling with pollution, increasing oxygen levels is extremely important.
It's very important. And I think everybody should contribute in a very small way, but it will, with the kind of population we have, we got to see that hygienic conditions are met. Loyalty, knowledge, and stick to your lane.
Stick to your
And
lane.
see, we should not try to copy others. So what happens is, suppose you know your field. So if I try to become you, you cannot become me, I cannot become you. Everybody has to have to stick to their lanes, their strengths. And I think that is the key. In a car race, if somebody changes the lane, what is the effect of it? This life is something like that. You have to stick to a lane. You have certain inborn qualities. Everybody has some great qualities. And you stick with whatever you are. You can do diverse things, but in life you can have multiple hobbies. But in the profession, you stick to your strengths.
Niche expertise and just put your head down and work towards that.
Yes, yes.
One funny side of Ravi sir.
I started my when I was in school and college. There was a lot of funny side to me, and with this competitive environment that I landed up, I lost all the humor in me. But still, whenever I get an opportunity, amongst the friends, I try to make the conversation very light, and I'm not very serious when I am with people on an individual basis. Really good comedy movies are not coming. I also like to see movies which are more comic in nature. For example, I would like to watch some of the old scenes of Govinda, with his blue pant, yellow shirt, etc.
So, is it safe to say that Govinda is one of your favorite actors?
Govinda, one of my favorite actors, but there are many other actors who I like. But Govinda, for his comic sense, Kader Khan, Govinda, if you look at all their scripts, you can just forget. It is nothing, everything is dreamy, nothing is real. And it's all fiction. And yet it is so spontaneous and it's so good. So, yes, I can say that.
What is one of the more recent movies that you have liked?
So I watch all the movies more or less. You can be sure of it. It's Nambi. was a great, The Rocketeer, very good movie that I watched. I watched a movie on football just recently. I watched Ajay Devgan's movie. Very, very good movie, inspirational movie. Actually, people should see inspirational movies. And Chak De was at one time an inspirational movie. Dangal was an inspirational movie. And you see, you're promoting women's sports. See how many people had. You see the struggle of a woman wrestler, how they come up, how they succeed. So, and from a small town, small place, small village. So they are very good movies, and I think these are all inspirational movies.
What is the one weird thing about Ravi, sir?
I'm not a static person. I don't sit for long. Uh, Smallest opportunity, I would go for a walk. It's very weird. Second very weird thing is I preserve a lot of old things, which my family laughs at. You know, keeping a old purse, which could have been easily thrown off. The weirdest thing I can say is my keeping of my clothes in my closet. I can tell you it is very badly kept. The first time when my wife walked into my house and she opened the sort of cupboard, she saw all was nice externally, everything was nice, but she saw heaps of things just being pushed into that cupboard. So that is the type of person. That is one weird thing. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to improve on that. And I can tell you the joke in the family is he knows where his things are, but they cannot find it. Means it's that weird.
So it's your own organized mess.
Yeah, it's my own organizedness. Yes.
Can we say Ravi sir is a sentimental person?
Yeah, I am a sentimental person. Uh, Means I kept all my things. Means whichever is, even maybe small things, purses, this thing, whatever my great grandfather, small things that he gave, I kept it in a place. I do keep those as sentiments. I know it has have no value. When I go, there will be nothing. Nobody will even touch that. So, but I know that it has. It actually takes me to my old memories. It does bring a lot of thought processes, and it also reminds me that how I started the journey. Who are the people who brought me here? They are small things. You cannot forget and just say, "Oh, this doesn't exist." For me, all these things exist. My friends, my Jabalpur friends, I'm from Jabalpur. They're very good friends. We struggled a lot together, and to CA has not been an easy journey. So it is a tough journey because having a science background and doing commerce, coming into commerce was a very tough journey. But God just held his hand and took me to wherever I am. That's one thing that I feel. I never aspired for anything, and I just he gave me. I kept on working. That's the only thing that I did.
I was saying that I was born in Jabalpur, sir.
You were born in Jabalpur. Oh,
I was
great.
born. Yes, yes. My father was posted there.
Army?
Army. He was posted there, and that's where I was.
Full of army people, GCF or Ordnance Factory. Very good place. Very
And now,
nice place.
yes, sir. And now through the foundation, we are giving back, working with the army, with the navy. So it's.
So we must make a trip to Jabalpur.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
False commitments and disbelief, because you have to believe in people. Have the belief in people. Suppose I'm taking your advice. Means I can have doubts. This is why should I take this? Why should I not do this? But after you have cleared all your aspects, then you should have a belief in the person. And something that I don't like is when people give false statements. They speak behind some people. And the third thing is they do not. They make misstatements and lies. So you should not commit anything which is not possible. That means one should be very committed to their cause in anything, whatever it is, a human or a person or whoever. And especially in the profession, one has to be very committed. I'm not Godfather who goes about taking revenges, but I stay away from such people, and that is one thing one should be wary of me. Once I distance, it's very difficult for me to come back.
One unhealthy habit about yourself you would like to change?
Eating namkeen. So that snacking. So and especially at 5:30, And before you came into my life, that was my challenge. I would not eat in the board meeting. I would do everything, but I will come home at 5:36 and start munching. So I have sort of changed it now. And even if I am tempted, I'll put one small thing as a namkeen and leave it. So that is the way I have overcome this. And I have stopped getting namkeens to a great extent. Though a lot of people send me a lot of things, savories from south and all that, but I try to avoid it as much as I can. And that's one thing that I feel that you have been able to change. You have made me a disciplined person as far as I'm eating. One more habit that I was not stopping at, when I had my breakfast, I would eat full. So that was one thing that was not good. So I have measured my intake, which has been absolutely good. Though I was exercising, I was disciplined, but you should know when to. So I jokingly tell people, you should know when to get out of a gambling table and a dining table. You should know that. Otherwise, you're going to lose much.
What is the one unhealthy habit about yourself that you would not like to change?
I would not like to change anything of me. I'm in one single unique item in the universe. So I would not like to change anything of mine. But there are many unhealthy habits. For example, even stocking up things. But I'm happy with it.
What's your favorite food?
Masala dosa. A good masala dosa is always my favorite. Poha is you can give me poha, and especially when I go to Indore, I have that poha. It's fascinating. So, and one must, wherever one goes, you must enjoy the local cuisine. We that's something that I really like. Maybe vada pav in Mumbai. So we should enjoy that a little bit here and there. But my favorite is masala dosa because it is safe. You can eat it anywhere, anytime.
What would Ravi sir tell his younger self today?
Don't put on weight in the early between 30 and 40. 30 to 40 is a very crucial age. Young people do not realize it, and that's where they put on weight, and that's a thing that we should work on, because what happens? The problem starts after 40. The catabolism, so to say, from a metabolism to catabolism. I would have traveled a little more, and I would have liked to spend more time with my children when they were between the age of 1 to 10.
What's your message to other leaders who are battling with health issues?
Have a disciplined life, take advice. Don't only pop medicines, and don't self-medicate. Have faith in people who are treating you, because the treatments don't happen overnight. So what happens is, suppose you are putting me on a discipline. So that discipline will not have overnight success. In some cases you may find success very quickly. So you'll have to have the faith. So put discipline in your life, have faith in people, and also do a lot of meditation and prayers. Prayers is something that can motivate you. And believe it or not, I have a set of prayers which I don't deviate. And the last but not the least, for anybody, there is a word called sankalp. Sankalp is something that you write down. And these are my doables. It gets inscribed in your mind and in your thought and in your body. And that is the most important thing that I find. That, you have to put your mind, for anybody who is ailing with anything, has to put that you can cure this. So if your body holds on, you can perform anything. If one has put a lot of weight, what will happen to the knees? So I'm giving one example. If you're overweight, will you not sleep too much? Or if you eat too much, will your stomach not be affected? Your mind, your soul, your body, is all interlinked. I've seen old age. Old age can be a punishment for people if you do not look after your body. And I think that is the most important thing. We only look at today. And that is one thing that I would say. Look at the long run. Means, how will I take the next decade? So life is full of surprises. We do not know what is in store for anybody. But please look at it in your life for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. So out your life, pace out your life.
This was amazing, sir. We are at the end of the show, and I sincerely thank you for taking out time to help other leaders introspect what all you have said. You have reached a stature that others only aspire to get. So, we are very grateful for your time, your wisdom today, and look forward to many more such interactions.
Thank you so much, and I'm blessed to have people like you.
Namaste.